What's going on? Tony here from howtobuyandSellYourCars.com. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Before we get started, I just want to make sure we have good audio, video. It looks like we're having a little bit of video issue here on my end. Hope it goes away. Okay, it looks clear on my end. Now, before we get started, I'd like everybody to chime in really quickly and let me know if you hear me, see me, love me, and all that. Can you guys hear me? Is the audio okay? Hey, what's up? Excellent. I may need to refresh my screen. It's kind of weird. Okay, I think we're good. All right, great, great, great. I'm very, very happy to be on. What's up, everybody? So I'm guessing the audio is okay. Can somebody just type in audio okay? Okay, so Christian says all great. I just want to make sure everybody's hearing me. And tonight is a special, special night. Thank you, Cameron, for saying audio and video is good here. Great, great, great. I'm super excited for being here tonight. My Christmas was awesome. I hope everybody's Christmas was awesome as well. And it's almost New Year's, you know, literally a few days away from New Year's, and it's going to be 2017. Can you believe it? Hold on one second. Tonight's going to be a very, very exciting night. I'm happy to be here with you, and I'm doing this as part of my free live quick start training for helping you guys getting started with buying and selling cars for profit. Okay, as you see in front of me here, I have the F1 playbook. Okay, this is the playbook. If some of you members printed it out, this is what it looks like right here. Okay, if you printed it out, I have mine printed because I like to have a copy. And I know a lot of you in here are attending because you're a VIP member or you just recently purchased the playbook and you're getting on for our live training. So can you guys type in the chat really quickly if you're a VIP member of the F1 playbook and you're getting on for the free live training tonight? Just let me know so I know that I'm talking to the right people here. I'm just kidding. What's going on, Hugo? Okay, so there's a lot of information here. We just did a sale a couple days ago on the F1 playbook. And if some of you took advantage of upgrading to the VIP video course, then awesome, more power to you, because that's basically a video course of everything in here that basically helps you get started even quicker. Okay, so this is the playbook, the F1 playbook here. And then we cover a lot of stuff. And I'm going to start picking through this tonight, kind of getting through it for all you newbies. I got it in Black Friday. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So before we get started, what's up, Ronnie? So somebody's saying prove it. Prove what? I don't have to prove anything to anybody. I don't know who you're talking to. Oh, prove that you're a VIP or something? Is that what you're saying? What's up, Driveway Auto Body? LABAP VIP. Las Vegas getting F1 course soon. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So before we get started, if you guys can just type in the chat really quickly where you're from really quickly so I can shout out some names. I had to turn the heater down. I have a heater on in my office. It's not that cold anyway. It's pretty hot. I should actually just, yeah, I turned it off. Type in where you're from. And how many times you've been on the live call. If you're brand new, just say first time. I know some of you guys already said that. Sorry for asking again. So we got Huntington Beach, we got Washington, D.C., and kind of pardon me if I can't read some areas because I'm not the best reader or speller on the planet. So we got Oklahoma, Chicago, Louisiana, Jason Mattheven. We got Bogota, Colombia, Texas, Bellevue, second time, Boyle Heights, first time. Where is Boyle Heights? Texas, first time. Tim, PA. Chicago, first time. What's going on? A lot of Chicago's in the house. Wisconsin, first time. I love Chicago. You guys must be freezing your ass off right now. Wisconsin, first time, first time. Alaska, holy crap, you must be really freezing your ass off. Prince Blake, what's going on, bro? First time. I'm glad you all can make it on the live training tonight. Super, super excited. Oh, you guys want to see something really cool before we get started? And before we get started, if you guys can just hit the like button really quickly, I would really appreciate it. But let me show you something that I picked up for myself for Christmas. Yeah, I spoiled myself. I really did. I spoiled myself. And I'm going to show you in just a bit what I got myself for Christmas. 89 degrees. Okay, so let's 50s in Vegas. So we are in my little mini shop here, and I'm going to show you what I got myself. Well, I actually got it for my family and all of us. So here it is. You're probably going to flip out. I'm going to get on it. Oh shit. And I'm going to show you what it is in just a bit. So I'm on the thing right now. Let's take a look. If you can see me roll around, and this thing goes pretty quick. Yeah, I got a full on, I got a Segway Mini. It's pretty badass. Oh shit. Good thing I just hit the tire. Little narrow area, but I'm pretty good with this stupid thing. People flipping cars in Alaska, awesome. Keller, Texas, second time. So yeah, so that's what I got myself for Christmas. I'm gonna make you super dizzy. Anyway, here's the piece of machine right here. This is it. You could just go like this. Pretty cool. Spoiled myself and got the stupid thing. My daughter's actually on it, and she's riding the hell out of the stupid thing already. Anyway, let's get down to business and start talking flipping cars for profit. So it will greatly help me out if you guys can shed some light and let me know your experience with flipping cars for profit. So what is your experience? Type it down in chat really quickly. If you've bought and sold one car, two cars, if you've made a profit, if you're a veteran, if you know what you're doing, give me some feedback quickly. I just want to survey you guys, see where we're at, so I can kind of start off our training tonight. It's going to be about for a half hour, super, super quick, but we're going to get some pointers down so you guys can have something tangible that you can take and start with. All right, so how many of you in here actually flipped a car for profit before and you made a profit? Type in me and be honest. Okay, there's no reason of being, of making up stories now. Okay, if you haven't, no big deal, right? Because you're getting into it, you're learning, you're here to learn, and you're smart enough to actually invest your time in doing something. So we got 0, no experience, looking into getting into selling cars, 0. My first car, 06 Murano, waiting for a title, got from an auction, haven't flipped it yet. 3 cars, all profit. Okay, cool. 0 cars, not sure how to find a deal. Andrew, Ford Focus and Mercedes-Benz E320 W124 body style, average about $1,000 each. Okay, not bad. So we got so far, come on guys, come on. We got 30 people on, probably 10 people said something. Type in the chat really quickly if you've bought and sold a car, you made money before, or you're a total newbie and you don't know how to get started. Give me some feedback here. Flipped an 03 Hyundai Elantra, 83,000 miles, bought it for $650, invested $6, so that's $1,250, sold it for $25, 48 hours. Dude, that is awesome. That's doubling your money. That's a hustle. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I like that right there. Now you grab that 25 and you double that. Then you're going to be getting somewhere. Then you have 5,000. Then with the 5,000, you turn it into 10,000. Dude, you driveway auto body, you are the epitome of somebody coming up and just doing it, basically putting shit to action and doing it. I bought over 100 cars without my money. I just charged a fee. That's cool. Okay, that's pretty cool. So you're basically making a little bit of profit finding deals for people. What kind of fee? I have not. Looking to buy this car in IAA. Flipped my first a few weeks ago after finding on YouTube. Now working on my second. Timothy, what kind of profit did you make? Gone beast mode. I bought your Learn Auto Body and Paint course. Absolutely money well spent. Thank you for that. Cameron just bought an 01 Escape for $1,000 and installed an intake. Gonna list it for $2,500 OBO tomorrow. That is freaking awesome. Oh, the boo looked like OBO to me anyway. I totally got it. Kyle Schaub, have a front end repair tomorrow morning on the Auto Body Workshop DVD set. What chapter is best to watch tonight? I know it's off topic. Oh, God. Front end auto body repair. I would say that the Toyota RAV4 series. Check that series out. There's 22 DVDs in there. November, me 3rd November, 1 December. Thanks. Kids had a good Christmas. Awesome. Finder's fee, $500 to $1,200. Okay, cool. All right. So let's get started. If you guys haven't hit like yet, hit the like really quickly and we'll get started. How many of you have the F1 manual printed out in front of you like I do? Probably not many of you, right? Okay, anyway, I want to go over a couple of things in the manual here. And it's a great time to print it out. I love printing out. You know, I print out everything that I buy if I do buy them digitally. Okay, so when getting started, Alvin got it printed. Awesome. So page 15, table of contents. If we look at chapter 1, market research, right? You guys can kind of see it right here. And the reason why I started chapter 1, okay, with market research is because it's the most important thing. You need to know your market research, okay? You need to know how much a car is worth, what it's going for, and how much you could eventually profit from it before you even buy it. Okay, so you need to know how much you're going to be making off of a deal before you even buy it. All right, that's when you know you have the game down. Okay, you need to know your market. Okay, and so the first way to get started is basically on and offline resources. So you got Craiglist, you got Gumtree, you got all the online classifieds and websites that you can go to search for deals, right? But you can't forget about your offline resources like, you know, auctions, keeping your eyes out on the street, because sometimes you'll see cars for sale, right? In your local neighborhoods, that's super important to do that. And you also always want to know how much a car is going for. So when you're first getting started, you may be like, well, I don't know where to get started. Well, you know, you could probably get started with the cars that you like, okay? So I would say if you're a Honda person or if you're a Toyota person, you like Toyota cars, start with Toyotas, okay? See, oh, you know, how much a 95 Toyota Corolla, not 95, how much a 2005 Toyota Corolla is going for, right? And when you're looking online or offline, or you see a price receipt, you're going to immediately know that if it's listed at, you know, 4,500, then that's, or it's not a deal, right? You're going to want to do your market research so well that when you instantly see numbers, when you're scouting through Craigslist or you're on the street or you're a friend of a friend has a car for sale, you ask how much, you know that, oh shit, that's a pretty good deal. It's a pretty good deal the way it is. If I even negotiate a little bit and get it for 500 cheaper, that's just an extra 500 in my pocket, right? Those are the things, that's how confident you want to be when getting into a deal. You need to know your numbers. So that's why I started chapter 1 with market research. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of scooch over to chapter 1 really quickly. And in chapter 1, on page 24, I talk about PME. Okay, something called the PME, which is a term that I coined called the Profit Margin Estimator. Okay, and this is when you know your profit margin so well. Like I said, you basically get into the deal and you know how much you're going to make before you buy the car. And there's a reason why I like to have the physical Kelley Blue Book. Where is it? It's usually on my shelf here. I don't know where the hell I put it. I was just looking at it the other day. But I do recommend you getting, okay? I do recommend you getting a physical Kelley Blue Book, all right? People are like, Tony, why should I get a physical Kelley Blue Book? Where the hell is it? I'm getting pissed now. When I could just get my when I can just get it on my phone, right? And just find out the value. Well, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But when you have the physical book in your hand, right? And you're out in the field or you're doing a deal and you want to know, it's a lot quicker to scout in between deals on the physical Blue Book. Super, super easy. All right, because you're going to be able to see, oh, 2005 here, next page, 2006, 7, 8, 9. You can see the prices so much easier. You could compare another car, boom, flip. Now you're into trucks and vans, right? So I really like having the physical Kelley Blue Book in my hand when I do this. I just had it in my hand earlier. I don't know where the hell I put it. Anyway, I don't want to stall it just because of not having that. But it's super important to have that, and it's also important to have it when you're learning the game, okay? Because you're going to have it. It's going to be easy instead of in your freaking phone like a ding dong and just searching and blah blah blah. So there's something about a physical manual or something physical that you can take notes in. Keep your little, check marks here, your circles here, so it's a lot easier, okay? So if any of you guys in here want to do it digitally, then hey, do what you got to do. Do what fits you. But for me and for what a lot of my students became a liking to was actually having the physical Kelley Blue Book, all right? So it's super important, and it makes learning and makes doing market research a lot easier, I think, than to have the stupid phone and go through all that shit. So we got Alvin. He's on the same page as us. Awesome. Wouldn't a searchable PDF be better than physical? We just covered that. Can't chat and want to open all training. Someone I should email. What are you talking about, Doug? Are you talking about the VIP course? I don't know what you're talking about. What about Gal's or Black Book as an alternative to Kelley Blue Book? Yes, the Black Book works if you're in that country. Okay, it does work, and I do recommend the Black Book, the Red Book, the Gal's, yes, as well. Okay, my market seems to like American cars. That's my dilemma. Okay, there's no dilemma in that. And like I said, when you're doing your market research, Alvin, you have to figure out what kind of cars people like in your area. Like I talk about it in here. I says, if you're in Honolulu, Hawaii, like I was, a lot of people are crazy over Toyota Tacoma trucks, right? A lot of people like Ford trucks. A lot of people like trucks, period. When you're living in Hawaii, trucks are popular. And Toyota Tacomas are always above Kelley Blue Book prices. Just because it says $3,500 in your Kelley Blue Book or $45 or whatever, you look online, people are asking $65, $75, almost double the price of Kelley Blue Book. That's because there's a demand in the market. People like those trucks. There's a demand for it. So you got to know outside of the Kelley Blue Book. Kelley Blue Book or the Blue Books of any sort just give you an idea, okay? It gives you an idea of what the market value can be. It's not your Holy Grail Bible, okay? The Holy Grail Bible is you knowing your numbers, knowing your shit because of you doing research and getting on every day and seeing, oh, a 2007 Toyota Corolla usually sell lists for about this price, $6,000, and they sell for about 55 to 6, period. So if you see one for like 3,500 or 4,000 and the person is saying like, I got to sell it ASAP, that's a deal. You got to call them up and jump on it ASAP, because as you're scouting, you're going to see the deal so quickly. And this is why, as you condition yourself to scout for deals and learn market research, it puts you on a whole nother level, because you're going to be so ingrained with this. It's just like you're basically becoming, it's your profession now. It's your new profession. You are becoming an expert by doing your local market research. And once you start to put the time in, 20, 30 minutes a day is all it really takes. But you do it every day. You don't do it for a week and give up. You do it for months and months and months. By next year, you are going to be a total expert in your local market with this. Every little deal that you see that money can be made, you will make that money. All right. You will be out there hustling, scooping a deal, negotiating better deals, and making money flipping cars. And that's not even putting on, all the other tactics and tricks that I talk about in the manual here, especially the ad posting techniques, the detailing techniques, all that other stuff that I talk about. Okay. So basically, your market research. That's the way that, you've got to start knowing your numbers. So page 24 of the book, study that chapter. All right. Moving on. Let's do a little bit of Q&A while we're here. That sounds good. Yeah, they love Chevy and Ford trucks. Just got to find a good deal. They're super overpriced above Kelley Blue Book. You're right. Okay, so Alvin, as you're doing your research, right, you're going to start to notice sometimes I will go a week without finding a deal, but then all of a sudden you'll find 2-3 deals in one day. Okay, so you can't give up. The market is always turning. Okay, this is not a short-term, business model here. Okay, if you're looking to get into buying and selling cars for profit, you're in this for the long term, right? You want to basically turn your newfound skills and knowledge into money. So you're going to be on here at least every day. I mean, 20, 30 minutes a day is not a lot of time. You could be in bed doing the research before you go to sleep, right? As long as you know. That's why I can't stress this enough. Knowing your market research is the #1 starting point, okay? So Alvin, as you start to search, you're going to see one day, oh, wow, this Ford truck is actually, it's $1,000 below what people are paying. Call them up quickly. And the key to really making this work is as soon as you see a deal, you need to be the first one calling them, the first one on it, the first one there with cash closing the deal, because somebody else will find it. All right, you got to scoop it. You got to be a hustler in this. But I promise you, if you hustle, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month is not a dream. It's totally possible. Love that headlight tactic formula. People are doing businesses around that. You're absolutely right. I was doing this 15 years ago, the headlight tactic, where you would just polish up old headlights. Now they have headlight restoration kits, headlight refinishing kits. They put all kinds of names on it. 3M selling them in all these, shops. You could do the same thing with some sandpaper and compound at home, right? For 50 cents, basically. So pretty cool. My area, Asian cars are great. Usually I would say 80% of the United States, Asian cars do great. Okay, unless you're in some certain areas where people, the crowd, the community just likes American cars. Okay, it's Dodge Ram trucks in Alaska. So Jesse knows his deal right there. Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace overprices those pickup trucks. Any idea how I can get them cheaper, find them cheaper to resell them back? Alvin, I would you're new to the game, just keep doing your research. You could also partner up with local tow companies. A lot of those guys, sometimes they have just an excess of cars they need to get rid of, and they're looking to just get rid of cars. They will keep some and make money on them, but a lot of times they will also sell them if you hook up with some of those guys. Okay, and also you could check out public auctions if you want to go to public auctions. Check out police auctions, Alvin. I would check out police auctions in your local area. There's a lot of American cars there that you can get cheap. Even if they're used police cars, you could probably, get them painted quick at Mako or something for 500 and resell them and make a profit on it, and that's the cool thing. People will be like, yeah, I just bought a cop car. Who knows, but of course it's not going to have any of the cop gear in it. You could use toothpaste to clean headlights, white paste like Crest for $1 at the dollar store. Yeah, that works, but for me, it's like, why use toothpaste when I have compound on my shelf, right? All right, so you guys liking this so far? You guys liking this? All right, let's get into another chapter here. Salvage title versus clear title. Do you guys want to know more about that or no? I'm just hitting on the very light points of these chapters here. This goes way in depth, way more in depth. All right, I'm just hitting just some of the highlights to give you guys an idea of what to look out for. Okay, great. Do you guys want to know about salvage title versus clear title or no? My last flip took 3 weeks to flip. Scared the shit out of me. Post. Keep your ad on top all the time. Craigslist turns to a full-time job as well. No lie. It's cool. Nope. We know how to stay away from rebuilt titles. Cool. Will you but salvage? Would it be easier to vinyl wrap a car rather than paint? There's a lot more work involved when vinyl wrapping, and you also need a little bit of skill. And I think it costs just as much to have a guy wrap it, especially if you're doing something crazy. Okay, quickly. Salvage title versus clear title. So I like to buy and sell clear title 80% of the time because, when selling it, the consumers, the people you're selling to, they like clear title cars. Once they hear salvage or they get wind that it's salvage, they drop the deal, right? People don't like salvage. So especially if you're a total newbie, all right, I would stick with getting clear title cars. Don't even go with salvage because you're a newbie, you're getting into this. There's no sense to have extra baggage on your plate right now. Get a clean title, okay? You know it's going to sell easily. You're not going to get any questions or feedback from a potential customer, all right? And you're going to make the money, okay? The only time I would get a salvage title car is if I know I'm getting a killer deal. Well, most of the times you're going to get a pretty good deal with the salvage. And if I plan to keep it for a couple of years, all right, there were a handful of instances where I got salvage title cars at the auctions and basically rebuilt them for my mom, for me, for my wife, back a few years ago, to just rebuild them and drive, because you could get them really cheap, really inexpensive. You can, because I come from the auto body background, it was a lot easier for me to have fixed up, right? I mean, I basically did it all myself. I had the frame machine, fixed it up quickly. One of my good friends actually ran his own salvage certification shop where you could basically turn a salvage title car, because when you buy a salvage title from not an insurance auction or regular auction, you can't just get the car registered and on the road, right? You have to have it a rebuilt title. You have to have a certificate that it was inspected, that it was rebuilt correctly, right? And you take that to the DMV and you can get it registered. And on your title, on your main title, it'll say rebuilt title, rebuilt vehicle, right? That's the only way you could get it on the road. So if you're missing that link, if you don't have a connection with a rebuilder that can certify your car, it's going to be a problem to get that certificate, especially if you fix it yourself and you want them to just give you the ticket, the certification to be proper in term-wise. So, and it's going to cost you a couple $100 to do that anyway, right? So, there are little hurdles about that, with salvage, but you can get good deals and you can ride around with them for years to come and then sell them later and basically get your money back, because you're going to be selling them at a cheaper value because it is a salvage. But because you got it so cheap and you drove it around for a couple of years, you basically suck the value, you're breaking even on the value. So you could, have 5,000 invested in your car, right? Salvage title, maybe 6, 7,000, whatever it is. Drive it around for 3, 4 years and sell it for 5, 6, 7 for whatever you got in it at that. So it's like a free car for all those years. All you paid was insurance and gas. So you're really not losing money that way. So I've done that a handful of times where you don't lose money on the car. I've actually made money on salvage cars as well, but they are harder to sell. All right. So just a quick little tip on that. And it will say, just like this here, I don't know if you could see it, but if you're looking at a car title, it will say, this is a sample title that I scanned into my book here on the manual. And it says insurance salvage rebuilt vehicle. Okay. It'll say this on the title. Once you get it, once you pass the certification to get it rebuilt and you get it registered and you get your official title, from the state, this is what it's going to say on your title. Okay. Sometimes it just says rebuilt vehicle or salvage rebuilt. The wording's different, but it says something like that. Okay. Just to give you a heads up. Todd, maybe I'm wrong, but I found out red trucks don't sell as well as darker colored trucks. Could you elaborate on colors? Well, I mean, it's just personal preference, right? Some people will not care. Some people care. But if somebody really wants a truck and they need a truck, they'll buy it no matter what color it is, right? So I've never heard that before. But I do know if you're selling an exotic or something and you got, people are a lot more picky on exotic cars. If you're selling like a BMW and you got like a yellow Beamer or a blue Beamer, it could be a pro and a con. It depends on who's actually looking for it, right? So I think it's hard to basically judge on color. I never really thought it was a problem. I never looked at it as a problem or an issue as far as colors of cars. So there you go. That's my take on that. But I do know people get picky with higher end cars because I get picky, right? I figured if I get picky, other people get picky. If I'm going to be paying 50 grand, for a freaking BMW and I don't want yellow, right? I want to get a freaking black one or a blue one, right? So, Catherine, have you ever bought cars that were bought from auction by wholesaler and tried to flip them? Bought from auction by wholesaler and tried to flip them. Yeah, well, I had a connection in Hawaii when I was there. The guy was a wholesaler. He's actually a good friend of mine, Sam, and he wholesales cars. And he gets cars in bulk from the dealers. Like he used to get a lot of Mercedes and BMWs from the Mercedes and BMW dealers, right? And I would basically buy them from him. And he would make a little profit on them. I would buy them from him, and I would actually sell them for a profit. So, yeah, I have done that. Damn, I got so much leaves in my freaking shoe. I just took my shoe off. How high is too high miles for flipping regular cars? How about talking the kind of boxes, older luxury cars? Well, Andrew, this is all also going to depend on your local area. Before I moved to Texas, I thought 10,000 miles a year was an average number. And that's for Hawaii. If you're doing 10, if you're getting, if it's 2017 and you're picking up a 2007 Toyota, right? It's 10 years old. 100,000 miles is average. That's like a good number. Okay. If you buy a car with 100,000, that's not too bad. That's like average to low mileage. But if it has 150 or 200,000 miles, that's high mileage, right? So basically 10,000 a year for Hawaii. But when I moved to Texas, that changed. It basically changed to 15 to 20,000 per year. I mean, I know some people here. My godfather's stepson has a old, what year is it? It's an old Dodge truck. It has a diesel Cummins engine in it. Okay, it has 600,000 miles on it. I've never heard of such a thing. I was at the Christmas party the other day, and we met up, and he was telling me all about his truck, and how he takes care of it and how it has 600,000 miles on it, mostly highway miles. I was like, holy crap. My market is around 150 to 200 for a 10-year-old car. So that's about 15 to 20,000 miles per year, Alvin, for your market. So you could break that down. So a 5-year-old car for you would basically be 75,000 miles, right? Bought a 95 Audi with 186,000 miles, and it still doubled my money. They love the luxury cars. Some of the younger people will buy high-end car. Absolutely. Some people don't care about mileage. Some people care about mileage. Some people care about the condition of the car more than the mileage. And I actually think that's true. You know, because you could have a $150,000 Cadillac, 150,000 mile Cadillac that is in so nice condition versus the same kind of Cadillac with 50,000 miles on it, beat up to hell, right? Obviously, the car with the better condition has more value. It's going to sell more, even if it has higher mileage. Okay. And I've had automotive dealers tell me the same thing. The condition of the car is what sets the car apart, not the mileage. Okay. But some people, I am kind of fussy with mileage. I like to get low mileage because it is a huge selling point to, I would say, 90% of people buying cars, right, in the consumer market. Guys, you guys liking this so far? Give me some thumbs up if you're just getting on. Hopefully this is working out for you. Hopefully you guys are getting some knowledge out of this. All right. Did you have issue when people went to get plates? I have a connection with the wholesale guy, but I have some issues with DMV doesn't want to give me a plate. I've never heard of that. I've never had an issue with that. I mean, as long as you got your safety inspection and, you know, you got it insured or whatever, and you want to get plates for it, you should be able to get plates for it pretty easily. I mean, I don't know why you're having an issue with that. What kind of deal would you drive cross country for? A deal that's going to make me $5,000 at least, and I wouldn't even drive cross country. I'd have it delivered to me. Okay, awesome, awesome. Thank you, guys. Mike, love your videos, Tony. Did my first flip last month, bought an 06 Altima for $1,200, fixed the overheating issue and sold it for $2,500. Gonna pick up an 85 Caddy Eldorado tomorrow. That is awesome, Mike. That is awesome. Congratulations on that. Super, super well. That's awesome. Okay, so how about auto auctions? So I cover chapter 3 is auto auctions. All right, I cover auto auctions in chapter 3. Oh, this is a good one. And I don't think we're going to have time to go through all of this tonight. So we're going to kind of break it up to next week, okay? Okay, chapter 4. The major 4 vehicle inspection checks. Okay, Eugene, yes, always getting knowledge from you today. Tony, awesome. Thanks, guys. Driveway auto body, float the title, put your name first. I mean, if you can, I always say, if you can get away floating, get away floating. If you have to get it registered, get it registered. That's the name of the game. All right. Okay. Let's see. One more question for me. How do you make your ads pop up to the regular buyer? What points about the car do you highlight? I don't want to overwhelm the potential buyer with car jargon. Andrew Chow, do you have the F1 playbook? Do you have this playbook? Because I talk about that in chapter right here. This is it right here. And I do have sample ads, exactly what you need right here. Chapter 10, marketing to sell. Chapter 10. Okay? And this is the basic ad format that you want to use when flipping cars for profit. Okay? Basically, this is what your ad is going to look like. Super simple. You got your headline, okay, with a lot of benefit-driven points. I don't know if you could see that. Andrew, do you have the playbook? Okay, so basically you have your headline. Okay, example, 2004 Toyota Tacoma X Cab, automatic, 4-cylinder, excellent on gas, new timing belt, great tires, cold AC, keyless entry. Okay, inside of ad, you got all your bullet points of benefits. Okay, and I always like to put money put into the car. So I put total paid, blah, blah, blah. Blue Book retail 75. I always like to compare against Blue Book retail. And then you say asking only 4850 OBO call. Okay, that's my ad. That's my ad. This is my call to action. Done. And I break down every point of this ad on all these pages. I give you more examples and how you really want to structure it. Okay, in the F1 playbook here. Okay, I talk about selling and everything. So super, super cool. Check out chapter 10 in your F1 playbook to learn exactly how to structure your ads so they sell like hotcakes. And if you haven't yet picked up the free playbook, all of you new guys on here, just go to this URL and you could download the Flipper's Guide. Okay, that's basically a little cheat sheet version of the complete manual here. This is 172 pages of powerful, powerful information that'll get you on the right track to flipping cars to profit. All right. Awesome. Kevin Lee. Okay, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're on about 45 minutes so far. I don't have time to cover the rest of the playbook, but if anybody on here, if you're interested in learning how to flip cars to profit, you want to make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month in extra money, get the F1 playbook right here. It's on sale at my website. You can get it instantly tonight, download it, print it out, have a hard copy for yourself like I do here, and start putting all these things into action so you can start making some money flipping cars for profit. All right. Okay. Do you look at sell to private or trade in to sell? Do you look at sell to private or trade in for sell? Do I look at that for what? I look at everything, Neil. I look at all the numbers. Bro, Tony, why is it that in a good auction, general public don't care about mileage and all about look at Kelley Blue? Because they're stupid, Alvin. Because they're all stupid there. That's why. Driveway Auto Body, thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good evening as well. And keep cranking, guys. Keep cranking. Thanks. Awesome. Thanks. Guys, please like the video. If you haven't liked it, like it. We'll be back next week covering a couple more chapters of the book, giving you some more information. And I'm also I'm in the market looking for a high-end luxury vehicle for myself right now. And I am still, I'll document the process. I'll figure out what I want to do, but I'm super busy with like so many other projects right now. It's ridiculous. But I will be, keeping you guys posted on everything that we do here on flipping cars for profit. Yeah, thanks. That's what I thought. I was the dumb one, huh? Hoping I can get stupid buyers, then don't know who the value of cars. Well, Alvin, you're learning, buddy. You're learning every single day. Great. Doug, yes. How old of a vehicle would you buy? I would stick within 10 years. 10 years is a good time frame for flipping cars, unless you're dealing with specialty or classics. Okay, So some cars, some makes and models have a special model. Okay, a special edition. Like my buddy here was talking about an 85 Cadillac Eldorado. Okay, those are a special edition car. You know, the body style, the Mazda Miata limited edition. Okay, this is a 97. It's 20 years old. Okay, the Z3 M edition, first gen body style. This is another collector edition. Okay, so some of the makes and models that you get, it doesn't matter if it's more than 10 years old. They could be, you're looking at a 57 Chevy, 67 Camaro, 67 Chevelle, muscle cars, then you can go 50 years back, right? 40, 50 years back. All right. So this is where you guys can pick up your free your free how to buy and sell car manual and get started. Hey, Tony, just got a 2005 Ford F-150 Super Crew with 180. Got it for 28. Hoping to sell it for 7,000. Super clean condition. That seems like a pretty good deal, Chris. That seems like a pretty good deal. I don't know if you're going to get 7,000 for it, but I do know 2,800 is dirt cheap, especially if it's in clean condition, like you said. So good luck with that. Chris, I want to hear you on next week and tell me that you made $4,000 on that sucker. How long should one flip just using brokers before taking the plunge and getting a dealer's license? Taylor, I would download my free report. It might be a good idea for you to start flipping in the private party market first before getting your dealer's license. Okay? Shipping cars to Alaska is $2,000. I can drive up for around $600 in gas. Would you still pay the shipping fee? Difference is $1,400 for 3 days of driving. That's up to you. If your time is worth, $500 a day, and spending 3 days minus gas money, if that's worth it to you, then do it. I don't know what your time is worth. Only you know what your time is worth. So that's something you'd have to decide. Where can you find information about that? Google or Wikipedia. Figure out what car you like and just do a little bit of research on it. Do research on it. S2000 is a special car. Honda S2000, right? Those are special little cars. The BMW E30 is a special car. The old first gen M3 edition. Those are like $80,000, $100,000 cars now, right? So, okay, Doug, I'm not able to. I want to unlock all videos. Kind of need a different. I don't understand why on the website there's a contact tab. Click that contact, and there's going to be a support desk where you can open up a ticket, Doug. All right. Or you can also email ninjasupport@howtobuyandSellYourCars.com. ninjasupport@howtobuyandSellYourCars.com. All right. And make sure you give them your order number, your receipt confirmation that you actually are a VIP member. They're going to check that, and then they can help you out. They could probably also check it by your email, because if you're a VIP member, your email will be in the membership area. All right. Then they could do that for you. All right. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys on next week. Next week, Tuesday, same time, 8 p.m. Central. Have a great night. For all you newbies on here, go to this site, howtobuyandSellYourCars.com right now to download your free report and learn how you can start flipping cars for easy, fast profits, no matter where you are in the world. All right? Yeah, Doug, just email support and they will help you out. Okay? Good night, guys. Thanks so much. Hit the like button. I'll see you guys on next week. Peace!